Hiker Jay here. This week I have a lot of really special products to share with you. I'm super psyched to share this. I've been using this for a while now. I wanted to get as much practical use out of these as possible and a better understanding of all the materials before I shared them with you. Because not only are these great essential pieces for anybody who goes out camping and cooking outdoors or eating outdoors, but the environmental piece is so important. They use so many bio-based materials, so you're going to get a little bit of an education today when we talk about Light My Fire's line of products. This video might get a little long, but I'm really geeked about these things after I've used them. So first I'm going to talk about just starting a fire and the products they have for that, and then cooking your meal, some of the kind of cool things they have for cooking your meal, and then the mess kit, which I think is amazing how this is made out of corn, wood, and sugar cane. If this is the first time to my channel, thanks for stopping by. If you could hit like and subscribe, that would be awesome. I put out new videos every week on outdoor gear and such. And as always, all the products that I talk about are in the description down below, the links to my Amazon affiliate. Now, let's get into these products. You know, full disclosure, I want to tell you that I did get all these products from Light My Fire. Khalil, who's one of the owners of the company, when I met with her about over a month ago at the Retailer Expo, she shared so much about their company and the way that they've gone so environmental that I just wanted to get all the products, use them, and then share them with you. But they did give these all to me for free, and I get to keep them, but I'm not getting paid. So I just want to give that disclaimer before we get into this. So now Light My Fire has been around for a while, and it's a Swedish company, and they really want to expand more into the US. Now they've really taken on the mantle of environmental outdoor gear and for cooking sense, and I really love it. They use bio-based materials. The idea there is that you're using corn, sugar cane, different materials than regular old plastic to form something that is a bio-based plastic. Meaning that you don't use hardly any fossil fuels to actually make it, and also because it's not fully like a plastic, it will biodegrade a lot easier and not be, you know, here on the planet for millions of years or whatever. Let's talk about starting the fire. So ferro rods, if you don't know what a ferro rod is, it's basically a rod that they use and you can strike it with metal and make a spark. And so they've had these, Light My Fire have had these for a while. I mean, that's where Light My Fire came from. But now they've kind of turned them into the bio end. So these pieces here are made with like coconut husks and totally biodegradable. Pretty awesome. It's on a lanyard and it does have a survival whistle. So when you think about it, this is a great function because you can actually start a fire with it, as well as you have a whistle, so it's a real great survival idea or gift for that outdoor person. I love this coconut husk one, the brown. They make them in orange and all different colors so that you don't lose them, and that's great too. So now you have a way of making a spark, but you need to make that spark turn into a fire, and they have that solution too. That is this fatwood here. Now, if you don't know what fatwood is, basically it's a pine tree that has been cut, sat for about 8 years, and all the pine sap goes and drips all the way to the bottom or to like a broken off branch. It'll come down and it'll sit right in that corner. And I've done a video on this collecting it. You can check that out here up on the right. But this stuff is good stuff. So talking with Khalil, her dad actually went to Honduras and he found where they harvest all these trees on a tree farm. It's not actually an Amazon or anything, regular tree farm, and there's just stumps left over. So he hired locals to go in after like 5 to 8 years and cut out these fatwood pieces. And what fatwood does is that, this one I've already kind of chewed away at, you can basically just make some shavings off of it, very small amount of shavings. Here's a video of me starting a fire with it. You just make shavings with the metal part of the fire starter and get a nice little pile there, and if you get the right spark to hit it, just a nice little flow of a spark on there, it'll start this stuff on fire. And what's awesome is it's so filled with pine pitch that it burns for a longer time. You can even shave big pieces off of this. I guess you could cut it and use it as chunks of fire starter, but they do sell these in massive packs or just these singles. I really like the singles because it's so easy to have one in your Jeep if you're an overlander, or just in your camping kit, and you can start a fire really easy with these. And they smell just awesome. So great story behind these, you know, employing people in Honduras and using a resource that was just going to sit there and rot. So really neat fire starter combined with the ferro rod. So now with these two, you've got your fire started. So now you got to cook your food, right? So they've got two very unique items for cooking food. Now these are very unique. They call these this is the Grandpa Fire Fork and then the Grandpa Fire Grill. And basically the forks, I brought a stick in here. Let me get that out. This is really just a cover, again, made with bio-based materials for bio-based plastic. But you get a stick, like wherever you're from, that's down on the ground. Slide it through the first hole, and then these other two you just combine, and then they spring out. Move it to the end. They spring out and they hold it, and then you can put a hot dog, marshmallow. Here's some shots of us roasting marshmallows with these. Works really great. And the really cool thing is, like, you can take one of these backpacking or in your camping gear. Have you ever used forks for roasting forks where they're really long and a pain in the butt, and you've got to fit them in a bin or a truck or something? This is all you got to carry, and then you send the kids out to go get a stick. This is just genius. I love this. They've had this out for a while, and it's really, really cool. And the end is awesome because it's, you know, protects anybody from getting poked or whatnot. This one's a little dirty, but not bad. They clean up pretty well. And so simple, such a simple little thing. Everybody should have one of these in their camping gear. Again, a great gift for that camping person. They'll absolutely love it. So these have been out a little while, but the newer item is Grandpa's Fire Grill. This is really cool. Number one, it's really small. I use Pyrons when I camp with the kids, but they're long and heavy and just a little bit difficult. This one is great because it's just basically wire metal that you have that you can cook with. Now, the way that it works is you open it up, and then these two arms splay out, and then you would put your you'd put your bread, butter, something. I just did a grilled cheese on here. You can see an example in this video of the grilled cheese, and then you just seal it in there. And then this is the magic part. So you go get a stick again, so you don't have to have this long post that you have around. This stick you'll have to whittle into a point so you can get it right into that bottom part there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take these clips and put one around that way. See how it's on top there and bottom there? This one goes on top and then underneath here. And now that's not going anywhere. And you can take and roast something on this, and no problem at all. I roasted a grilled cheese the other night on this. Worked out absolutely awesome. Keep it a little away from the fire so you don't burn it. Just let it toast up and get nice and crispy. A really fun way to make something while you're camping, especially for like kids. Like get two like English muffins and then put pizza sauce on it and a bunch of cheese and a bunch of like pepperonis and stuff, and put another one on top of it. Sandwich it in here and let them cook up their own little pocket pizza. Really, really cool item. Absolutely love Grandpa's little fire grill. Pretty unique, and like I said again, how easy is this to just unpack, take the stick, burn it, do whatever you end up doing with it, and then when you open this up, these two just slide inside here to be packed away. And then all it is that right there. Pretty awesome, and you've got your whole kit. I wonder, actually I've never really done this, I wonder if these could go in there. And then you've got everything all packed in one spot. I think. Oh, that's awesome. So there you go. You got your roasters for hot dogs or marshmallows, and also grill for like a little pizza pocket or grilled cheese. Pretty cool item for camping. Definitely should just throw it in your box. It's pretty light, pretty easy. Like I said, the links to these are down in the description down below. So now we've started our fire with all the fire starter materials, and now we've cooked our meal. What are we going to put it on? We need a mess kit. Let's go there. Got sticks all over the place. All right, so this is a medium kit. Comes in an actual bag, which I like, and it is meshed out, so you can just throw stuff. You can wash things, throw them in here kind of loose, and hang it and let it dry out. So pretty nice to have a bag that comes with it. Now these kits, they have them in different types of setups. This is a meal kit, or they have a drinking meal kit. Now what I want to do is I want to stop here a minute and talk about the products that they use. They use the bioplastic materials. So what does that mean? So many different parts of this, like the lids are made with sugarcane and wood. The bottoms are made with corn. And then there's some that are just sugarcane. So there's pieces that are made with different materials. And what's awesome is they hardly use any fossil fuels to make this. And then it's not a plastic that's going to be around forever. It could biodegrade kind of easy. So first part is the little holster. That's the little rubber holster that goes on it there. And then your top lid. So we'll open up our top lid. this ends up being a plate for you, but in here you have everything nestled in here. You've got certainly your bowl, your fork, your cup, and then 2 serving spots for like applesauce or like carrots or veggies or something like that. So let's take these out. There's this one, and you can see how the bottom and the top are different colors. It's just because it's made from a different bioplastic material, but very cool because the top needs to be a little bit more flexible than the bottom to seal on. So you can put easily vegetables in here, something that you want to keep separate. This one is perfect for like applesauce, or if you're using this to take it to work as a meal kit, nuts, you know, almonds, those types of things in here are perfect. Then, oh, I'm gonna wait on that one. Your spork. Now this is the Light My Fire spork that so many people have probably had. I've had this for quite a while. I've used these types and I've got all kinds in my gear. You got your spoon, your fork, and your knife. So these are pretty awesome. I like them quite a bit to eat from them. They've been one of my favorites for quite a while. And on top of it all, you have a cutting board that you could cut like breads or put cheese out on, but it's also a strainer for when you're actually like trying to strain noodles or something like that. That's pretty ingenious, because how many of you have went to strain your mac and cheese or whatever it might be, and then you lose mac and cheese, macaroni all over the ground. So really clever to have that, and I just like it because you can just put it down on the ground. It's going to be something clean that you can cut cheese on, or hickory stick, whatever it might be. And then last is your bowl that everything goes into. Look at this. They think of everything. See this little spot? That's so you can put your fork there, or spoon, and it doesn't get dirty. You can put it however you want, like that, and then it's sitting there while you're eating, and you can do other things and go grab stuff, and then go back to your spoon. Pretty clever, right? Now the last piece is a cup. Actually comes with it too. And it's made out of like that rubberized material on the bottom. And then on the top, it's harder, so that you can actually unfold it and seal it up. There is a straw. Let me grab that. I have a yellow straw and a yellow cup too, so this is the one that I used kind of on its own. So you've got this straw here that you can grab and hold on to and drink from this cup with. Now, what's cool is you can also just drink out of the cup just normally, but what's nice is that like once you're done with it, you can collapse it and it goes into a bag or a pocket or something like that. Real easy, nice and small, and contained. I'd have to tell you a story about Khalil, who is one of the owners of the company. She used this on her flight from Switzerland all the way to the States, and it was like a 12-hour just to hop and be different places, and everything she drank out of this thing. So every time they came along to give them a drink, which would be in a plastic cup normally, she would be like, oh, can you fill up this one? And so she used this strictly, and that way all that waste that she would have produced in those one-time plastics, I mean, one-time plastics are something that we should all work to get out of our lives because it's a huge waste when you think of it. So she uses this so that she doesn't have to go through a bunch of different paper cups, plastic cups, whatever it might be in places. And you know, even though it's rubberized on the bottom, it has a real flat bottom. Like these stand real nicely, and the straw is pretty nice too, just to have it so you can just have a drink when you're out and about camping or whatever it might be. No bugs or bees or anything are going to go into it because it's nice and closed. These cups are great if you're somebody who's trying to minimize their impact on the earth. This is something that you could certainly carry. So wow, there's a lot to this Light My Fire stuff, and I hope you see that. You should check out all their stuff. It's amazing what they're doing as a company, and I just love that they're trying to minimize the impact on the earth while also getting us out into nature and being active and helping us cook some great food and eat. So check their stuff out. Well worth checking it out. I'm a big fan. Absolutely love what they're doing. So till next time, just remember, life's a hike, so hike happy. And light your fire. You can light your fire, cook, and eat with all their gear. Check it all out. Pretty awesome.